Hi, and thank you for joining me. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create and assign companion parts groups. In Stocktrac, companion parts groups are basically exactly what they sound like. They are a group of parts or items that normally accompany another more significant item. For example, when installing a muffler, you may commonly use clamps or bolts or hangers, and those would be included on the ticket with that muffler. So in that case, you could create a companion parts group that included those other items, the bolts, the hangers, the clamps. And then anytime a muffler was added to a ticket, Stocktrac would either automatically add those parts to the ticket for you or bring up a box and allow you to select those items from that group that you want to be included on that ticket. In this example, I'm going to create a companion parts group to go along with a tire sale. The items that I'm going to add have to be in my Stocktrac inventory. So we're going to go into the inventory module. And here is one of the items, this mount and balance tire. If we take a look at it, you'll see it's a labor item and it features a labor charge. The other item I'm going to include is this road hazard. If we take a look at it, you'll see there are no charges associated with it. When I add it to the companion parts group, I will show you how Stocktrac can actually calculate a charge for that particular item. Now that we have our items, we'll go back to main menu, and now we go into configuration. From there we go up to the system menu and we choose companion parts groups. We're going to hit the add button to create a new one, and for simplicity we're going to call it tires. I hit the add button again, and now we start adding parts to it. The first item is going to be the mount and balance. I'm going to leave the quantity 1 because I want one mount and balance item to be added for each tire. And I'm also going to leave the pricing method as normal retail. That will use the charge that's already set up on the item when this part is added to the ticket. Since this is exactly how I want this item to be, I'll hit OK. Hit add again. And now we will search for the next item, which is the road hazard. I'm going to hit OK. I'm going to, again, leave the quantity as 1 because I only want one road hazard item added to the ticket for each tire that's added. But for this item, I'm going to change the pricing method. I'm going to hit the drop down, and we will select percentage of base parts price. Now with this setting, Stocktrac will use whatever percentage that you have entered into this box. It will calculate that percentage of the original part's selling price, and that percentage will then be the charge for this item. So for example, if we set our percentage at 5%, if we were to add an item, add a tire to a ticket that was $100, then when this road hazard part was added to the ticket, Stocktrac would calculate its selling price as $5. Now that it's set up the way that we want it, we hit OK. Finally, there's this checkbox at the top, Add Without Asking. Fairly self-explanatory. When this box is checked, the items that are in this companion parts group will automatically be added to the ticket. as soon as you add one of the base items. So if I leave this checked, as soon as I add a tire to a ticket, the mount and balance tire item and the road hazard item will also be added to the ticket. If I leave it unchecked, then when I add a tire to the ticket, Stocktrac will bring up a box that will prompt for these items, and then you can select the items that you want to add to the ticket. So for example, that would allow me to uncheck the box and not select the road hazard item if the customer isn't interested in purchasing the road hazard. So I will leave this unchecked. We'll hit OK. We'll hit OK again. The final step is to assign it so that it becomes associated with tire parts. And to do that, we go into product codes. I'll wait for the box to pop up. And in this application, the easiest way to make sure that it becomes associated with tire parts is to look underneath the tire sales code. So I will select T for tires. And this is a list of every product code that is associated with the tire sales code. I'll take the first one in the list and hit Edit. And then here in the lower left-hand corner is where the companion parts groups are assigned. So we'll hit the drop down, select tires, and then I will hit OK. And in order to get that same companion parts group associated with the rest of these product codes, I'll use the copy feature. So I'll hit copy, select the aspect that I want copied, which is companion parts group. I will, in this case, hit select all, and that will choose every item on this list. Now, based on your application, it may be easier to simply go through the list and select the individual product codes that you want to have associated with that companion parts group. Conversely, it may be easier to select all and then go through the list and unselect any product codes that you don't want associated with that companion parts group. For simplicity, I'm simply going to select all and then hit the copy button. And now if we choose one of these other product codes and hit edit, you'll see that it also has the tires companion parts group associated with it. So that is how you create and assign a companion parts group. Finally, we'll go into point of sale and I will show you how they work. We will go into this ticket. We'll go to items, and then I will add a part, select one of my tire categories, select a tire item, and hit OK. Change the quantity to 4, and hit OK. And now the companion parts group box pops up. Had I left that add without asking box checked, these would automatically be added to the ticket over here. But since I left it unchecked, now I have the option to choose one or all of these particular parts. I'm going to select all, hit OK. And now you can see for the mount and balance tire item, we have the labor charge that was already set up on it, times 4 because there are 4 items added to the ticket, because I added 4 tires to the ticket. For the road hazard, you'll see that the selling price for each is a percentage of the selling price of the tire. And then again, the extended price is multiplied times 4 because Stocktrac added 4 road hazard items when I chose 4 tires. Well, that concludes this Stocktrac University video. If you found it helpful, give it a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe, then hit the bell and choose all to get notified when we post new videos. Finally, if you have a topic that you'd like to see us cover in a future video, leave your suggestions in the comments, and thank you for choosing Stocktrac.